Do you feel like less of like a curio, I guess, when people interview you?
What's a curio?
Like just an object of curiosity. Like, do you feel like people approach you more as a human now? Have you seen progress in that respect?
No,
Really?
I don't think so. I think that especially, fame in our culture supersedes a lot of, suspicion, even in my own family. Especially when you get rich and famous, people don't question what you're doing so much. But still, in a male-dominated culture, if you're dealing with feminine men who behave in a feminine manner, people are afraid of it. People are afraid of it mainly because it comes knocking on their own door, because nobody's really that different from one another. We have more similarities than differences. And when a man is, listen, I've had it in restaurants where the waiter is really flaming queen, and it sort of startles you. We all grew up with Disney movies and all that stuff where the sort of effeminate man is the bad guy, like Scar. Is it Scar in the Lion King? And then Mr. Smith on Lost in Space. So we're suspicious of men who are acting sort of a feminine sort of way. We're suspicious of it. So, no, I think that people still sort of approach me in a weird way. I'm always surprised by it, even with big stars I've met who you assume have transcended all of that stuff. I've been with them, and I can feel the weirdness about being with me, and I think, oh my God, you too?
Yeah. I think that the most subversive thing about Drag Race is that it's kind of activism on a pretty basic level, Mm-hmm. And for a reality show to have depth or meaning is saying something. It's a lot.
Yeah, I've always said that, I'm really not into politics, but I've always said that every time I bat my false eyelash, I'm making a political statement. And it's true, on the most basic level. But when I hear politicians talk, all I really hear is blah, 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 blah.
I also think that it's interesting that the idea of being yourself and dressing as, someone else, it almost seems like a contradiction. I wonder if there's a way to sort of make that tangible.
Well, it is tangible because the truth is, you are not who you think you are. My book is really about navigating your ego and your spirit, and how to do that on a daily basis. So, in truth, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So you're both of those things. Right now, you're in drag as Rich. Right now, and that's your identity, but it's not going to always be your identity. I mean, who are you really, really? The truth of who you really are is your spiritual being. And this little drag persona you're doing right now, you'll discard it and get another one. And then another one, and another. We're all playing roles.
Yeah.
And we all switch and change. And and that's true.
Yeah. You're very proud of your book.
I love this book so much. I am so in love with this book because on so many different levels, you can enjoy it. There's lots of gorgeous pictures for the intellectually challenged. But then if you are, an intellectual, I go there. I go there on different levels that a lot of people are afraid to go.
Yeah. Well, RuPaul working it in stores now. Drag Race on Logo and VH1. Thanks so much for coming and talking to me.
You don't know how often I do this kind of stuff and how horrible it is to do this kind of stuff.
Is
right?
it?
Oh, yeah. But it's been really fun with you.
Good, I'm glad.
You make me feel comfortable.
Oh, I'm glad I make you feel comfortable, and I, had real questions for you.
Yeah.
I've been knowing who you were since I was, 12, 14 or so.
Thank you.
I have Back to My Roots and A Shade Shady on vinyl,
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, but it's true. I don't get a lot of questions where people actually are asking. They ask me, how long does it take you to get ready?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
And do you really want to be a woman?
Right.
Those are the questions I always get.
Well, that's what I figure. I move past those. Let other people ask those.
Let other people ask those.
Get to the root of Ru. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. You're a really good interviewer.
Thank you. You're a really good everything.
Thank you.